I'm Nate Mercer. This is War Brief Daily for July 10th. The global sweep. Here's the short version. 3 theaters moved in the last 24 hours. The Gulf, Ukraine, and Sudan. The Gulf is the headline. First, confirmed. On July 7th and 8th, Iranian forces fired on 3 commercial vessels in Omani waters near the Strait of Hormuz, hitting a Qatari tanker and the Saudi crude carrier Wedyan. Fars News claims both ignored Iran's mandated transit lanes. Saudi Arabia's foreign ministry condemned it outright, a direct hit on international navigation. In response, U.S. forces struck Iranian targets, and there's now an active fire burning at the port of Bandar Abbas, a key node for Iranian oil exports and naval logistics. Iran says it's already retaliated against U.S. assets. That claim is still developing, not yet confirmed at scale. Iran's Qatam al-Anbiya command has renewed its warning. Any vessel off the designated route gets an immediate, forceful response, and they're naming continued U.S. fighter presence over the strait as provocation. This wasn't random. It's the February ceasefire and June MOU under direct strain, and the strait carries 1/5 of the world's oil. Watch for confirmation on Iran's retaliation and whether Gulf states get pulled into transit disruptions. Second, Ukraine. Overnight into July 9th, Russia launched 169 drones and 7 missiles, 5 of them ballistic, at Kyiv and multiple regions. At least 4 dead, the second straight night of strikes following a July 6th barrage that killed over 20. That exposed real gaps in Ukraine's Patriot stockpile. At the NATO summit in Ankara, Trump and Zelensky announced the U.S. will license Ukraine to build Patriot systems domestically. That's a real inflection point if it holds. Ukraine hit back with strikes on Russian refineries in Saratov and Tatarstan and fuel depots near the southern front. On the ground, Russia claims Konstantinovka and Mykolaiivka. Ukraine's pushing near Novokatka. No breakthroughs. This is attrition, not maneuver. Third, Sudan. The army says it repelled a 4th RSF assault this month, destroying 224 vehicles and downing an RSF drone. But the RSF is massing near El Obeid in North Kordofan. The UN's already warning of a possible mass atrocity risk there. That's emerging, not confirmed. Watch it closely. Indo-Pacific stays quiet this cycle. Elevated but routine PLA activity around Taiwan. Nothing that breaks the pattern. If you strip away the noise, the Gulf and Ukraine are both wars of exhaustion right now. Neither front line nor the strait is moving dramatically. Both sides are grinding logistics and energy capacity instead. Watch 3 things. The scale of Iran's retaliation, whether Ukraine's Patriot license actually accelerates, and whether the RSF moves on El Obeid. No spin, no noise, just intel. That's your War Brief Daily for July 10th.